Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. Happy holiday weekend! It is Independence Day weekend, the 4th of July weekend, and I am decked out in the red, white, and blue from the top of my head down to my feet, which have red socks on, and then my striped shirt and my earrings as well, and my eyeshadow too. So I'm hoping you all have a happy, healthy, and safe holiday weekend. And I'm going to kick mine off by doing my empties for the month of June. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my little bag here to hold the trash because it's trash talk and empties time. So turn and burn, what else do we call it? Can't remember. There was a few other terms that other people use when they're talking about this. The first thing I'm going to do, and maybe it's noticeable, is Revlon, the Color Silk Bond Repair Complex for gray coverage, 98% less breakage. Revlon Soft Black number 11, and I did my hair. Yes, I did. I did it myself. So there is that. That's the first thing. We're going to go, the elephant in the room, so to speak. Oh, where's that gray? Oh, I washed it right out of my hair. The next thing that we have is Febreze. Now, I know I always tell you guys this, but I really can't emphasize it enough. I love their cranberry tart. They've got a bunch of cranberry Christmas stuff, and I'm able to get it off of Amazon throughout the year. But this is just a wonderful scent. It usually comes packaged with like an apple cinnamon, apple cider as well, and usually with a generic all-purpose scent as well. But I really do love the sweet and crisp scent of this Febreze cranberry tart, and we've used it up. So there is that. The next big size item I've used is Batiste, the dry shampoo in blush. This is a flirty floral, and I do like using this to zhuzh up the bangs. So once again, this is one that I repurpose or repurchase over and over, so we've seen it before, but I've used that one up. Gotta use the good stuff up. The next one is the first thing I've tried that's different from Garnier, and this is a strengthening leave-in or rinse-out conditioner. It is a ginger recovery. It strengthens, rejuvenates, revitalizes, and it's infused with ginger and golden honey. I really like the smell of this. I'm really not a big fan of ginger, but this has a nice sweet scent to it, and it was something new and different to try from the Garnier line. I usually use the honey products to help strengthen my hair, but I decided to try something new, and this leave-in conditioner was about 5 ounces, and I got it off of Amazon. Definitely is going to be a repurpose. I think I've got perhaps the shampoo in my cart on Amazon now, just waiting for maybe Amazon Prime Day. We'll see. The next thing is from, I believe it was Ipsy, Nourishing Caviar Leave-In Conditioner infused with jojoba and biotin. Hydrates, smooths, and repairs. I like this so much, or its sister scent, I guess you would call it, that I bought 3 more of them when they were as add-ons on Ipsy. I really did. I like the way they feel. There's a little almost pearlescence to the cream when you're rubbing it in your hands. It doesn't show up in your hair as glitter or anything like that. It has a nice sweet scent to it, and it's a really good job making my hair feel super, super soft, and I really appreciate that. So there is that. There's my usual nose drops, and I went through a lot of them in the last month. Can't say it's allergies per se, but definitely we have a lot of fog. So we have, here in Santa Barbara, we have June gloom and May gray. And we don't get super hot until the end of summer, the end of August, September, and through October, when most people are starting to settle down into the cooler weather of the fall. We are heating up here for an Indian summer. Am I allowed to say Indian summer anymore? I don't know. Anyway, there is that. I do have one other item. This is a Halls breathing, like a Vicks inhaler, and it's Halls. Instead it had a lemon scent to it, and I've used that till there's like no scent left. I did pick up a Temu type replacement for it that I got in my last haul. Had to be careful with that one. I nearly went blind with it. This has an easy inhaling way of absorption. The T.E.A one, I took too big of a sniff and something wet shot up my nostrils. My eyes were streaming, my nose was streaming. I was having problems breathing, too much essential oils, and I had to tap my way down the hallway at work to go wash my face off. I learned not to do that. It was too big of a scent, and it was just way too wet. These things are not supposed to be wet. So this Halls is a good one. It's, again, a breathing inhaler type of thing. You put in your nose to help unclog, etc., etc. So I do recommend it. I just don't need it right now. I'm going to try the T.E.A one out and see how that works. Probably this will be a repurchase. The next thing I have are 2 lip balms. This was a peppermint one. I don't know where I got it. It might have been friend mail so long ago. I have no idea. I just know it was a peppermint lip balm. And I'm decluttering it because it's gone bad. The oil within it has gone rancid. And it's well over 2 years old. Definitely. Might even be heading towards 4. I'm just not a big chapstick-like lip balm, no matter how easily they glide on. So this is kind of a declutter. I popped the last of it out. When I put it on, I'm like, ooh, that's nasty. So getting rid of that. This one is also sort of a declutter. Definitely bought this over 3 years ago at Target. It just went bad as well. It's starting to crumble. Your lip balms aren't supposed to crumble. So yeah, this one's getting checked. Now, it was cranberry and orange flower lip balm from, it says Beloved, but I think it's Love, Beauty, and Planet or Plant. I do recommend this. It was lovely while it lasted, but it's taken me forever to use it, and so it's my own fault that it's like crumbling and gross at this point. So there is that. Makeup. My usual Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner. This is my day in, my day out, my forever reusable, repurchasable, and I'm just done with it. I've used it as much as I can, and I've already got one in my purse and one in my bag that goes with me to work to put my makeup on. The next 2 things I've had so long that all the outer part of it is rubbed off, and these are Maybelline 24-hour stay lip stains. This is my daily lip stain, this brand, and I have probably a dozen different colors. These will be repurchased. This one was I think a plum, and I can't find the plum without it being like $15, $20, and I'm not going to do that. So I've found a very, very similar color within the same 24-hour stay line that I'm going to be purchasing hopefully on Prime Day. And then this one was an Optic Ruby, and again, it is a very bright red, so I'll give you these. This goes on very raisin colored. And it's a very pretty color, and this is a bright cherry red. Not as red as this, as you can see it's a little bit darker, but I think I'm purchasing the ruby and one other brighter red that I have in my Amazon cart right now waiting for Prime Day. So I've used them all up. They're completely dry. There might be a little bit of the lip balm end of it, but I'm not going to keep that. It's just going to get chucked. Now for the flat goods. Usually I start for the flat goods, and this time I'm ending with them. So I made a little more progress using up the expired items that I'd have in my eye and face masks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Grace and Stella eye masks that are technically expired in 2024. So I've used those up. And another brand, Bright Eyes, Depuff, and Brighten. Another brand, I don't know where I got it from. If I got it, I have no idea where I got it from. But I think they were green. And I used those up too. So I've used up all of the expired eye masks. I believe I have 2 of the 2023 or early 2024 face masks that I have to use, and then a bunch more as well that expired later on in 2024. So still making my way through it. Again, there's only been 1 or 2 that have just been just a little bit drier than they should be, but so far there's nothing in them that has caused any bad reaction. Now, be your own healthcare advocate. You know your skin and your reactions better, so don't take my word for it. I'm just going through the stuff. If it was a charcoal mask or a foaming, bubbling mask, I probably would not be using it if it had truly expired quite some time ago. But the basic serums, the glycerins, I'm okay with. Now, this next item is Global Beauty Care Fresh and Fruity Watermelon and Hyaluronic Acid Cleansing Wipes. And these were gifted to me by my buddy Arlene. She's one of my girlies that we do Mask Monday with. And actually, we're going to be doing a Mask Monday very, very soon. Possibly this Monday. We're all working it out. So thank you, Arlene. I love them. They were just juicy enough. They had a nice scent to them, definitely. And I do believe I have one more pack from Arlene to go through, but I've switched out to another brand just to give my face a little bit of a variety. So these were lovely. Thank you so much, Arlene, for these prezzies. I really appreciate it. The next thing I have is matching hand and foot masks, and these came from Amazon by way of Mary Catherine Loves Cats for, I believe it was a birthday present that she'd given me, not a giveaway that I had won. I do believe it was birthday. So I have, I think there were multiple sets of both foot and hand masks, and I just parked myself on the couch while I was watching a Formula One race and had my tootsies up and my hands were moving back and forth, and they just did a really good job. So niacinamide foot mask with shea butter, and then the Vaseline niacinamide hand mask. Now that didn't make my hands feel weird. It made them so soft. Very, very soft. And the brand is ILISYA. So definitely recommend those. Thank you, Mary Catherine, for my gifties. I really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. I did not do as well in the face mask this year, or this month. I have, both of these came from Amazon, and both of them expired in 2023. I love the Honey Jarrett mask, both the apple and the rose. Super beautiful mask in blended with Jarrett tea. So the rose ones are one of my favorite. I like the green apple masks as well. These, I believe I might have one more of them and one other odd honey mask, I think from Temu, when I first started ordering from Temu. That's how old it is. So there we go with 2023. We've got the incredible Rainbow on My Parade mask, and I used this when I was doing my Pride giveaway. And so it was one of the ones that did dry out a little bit, just because I believe it is a hydrogel mask, and those do tend to me at least not hold as much moisture as a regular sheet mask. So, but it was fun, it was pretty, I had a good time. And the winner to that one was SRJ Wildcat. So I'm getting that box together. I like to pad things out, especially if somebody has just won for me for the first time. I don't just send what I show. I usually pad the box out, and so that's what I'm doing around and picking hither and yon. So getting ready for that, hopefully to go out this weekend. The next thing was actually gifted to me by Angela, and Angela has multiple multiple channels. Angela reviews, Angela creates, etc., etc. So Angela Jones had gifted me some friend mail, and this was Sicilia, Dolce Sicilia, and basically it's like a very, very soft croissant-like pastry that has chocolate inside of it, and my guy and I shared it, so we had a little nibbles together. It was very lovely, and so thank you so much, Angela. The next thing I pulled off of Amazon, and because I'm not on a keto diet, but I'm diabetic, so I try different things. So I've been trying granola, grain-free granola. Yep. What do you mean, Teresa? You know granola's all full of grains. No, there are granolas out there that are made for the keto diet and diabetics that still have chocolate in it, or carob at least, and the granola is all nuts. It's all shaved bits and pieces of nuts. So this was Ketola Crunch Keto Organic Dark Chocolate Chip and Nut Granola. So they do have things like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, erythritol, can't pronounce it, dried coconut, pecans, coconut oil, chia seeds, fair trade dark chocolate chips, almond flour, coconut flour, fair trade cocoa powder, sea salt, rice starch, chocolate flavor, vitamin E, and monk fruit extract is what makes it sweet. I did not enjoy this as much. This was a lot more crunching than the one that I really like and get off of Amazon. But I did want to try something different. It has a total of 9 carbs, minus 3 dietary fiber, minus 3 alcohol sugars, so the net carbs is only 3 carbs per serving, 160 calories for 1/3 of a cup. So there's about 7 servings in this bag. I found it to be more expensive, and I think a little bit more calorie wise than the one that I'm using, but it wasn't as enjoyable. It was a little bit too nuts and bolts chewing. So there is that. And the last thing I have is Giovanni Rana chicken carbonara fettuccine creamy Parmesan cheese sauce with uncured bacon and white chicken and fettuccine. It's one bowl is 1 serving, and they had a 2-for-1 sale. So he had a bowl, I had a bowl for, so they were about $5 each, so 2 for 1, $10 for a meal. That was pretty good, and we'd actually get it again if we could find it on sale. Got this at Ralph's grocery store, chicken carbonara fettuccine. So definitely, if you've seen this brand before, give it a shot. Could be good for lunch, could be good for dinner. Obviously, you're not going to feed your entire family on it at $5 a pop, but just microwave it real quick, especially on the hot summer days. It hits the spot without having to add anything else to it. So that's it. That is my Trash Talking Monthlies, empties for the month of June 2024. We're starting off July. I don't know if I'm going to have a use your good stuff opposing video, because I really haven't started all that many big items. I might do a quickie just to show you what I've opened up, because you've seen I haven't really finished anything big except for some hair products. So that's it. I hope y'all have a happy, healthy, and safe holiday weekend. So happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July to those of us that are in the United States. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. I truly do appreciate it. Stay cool, wear your sunblock, and hydrate. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you around the net. Bye.